A player who doesn't chase the spotlight, but makes the game dance to his rhythm. He's not the fastest, not the strongest, and he rarely scores. Yet, he's the heartbeat of Barcelona, a player who controls matches with just a touch, a turn, a perfectly weighted pass. At 21, he's already won the Golden Boy award, been compared to Iniesta, and become the face of Barcelona's rebuild. But behind the elegance and vision is a story of sacrifice, pain, and an obsession with football. This is the story of Pedri, Barcelona's silent genius, the player who plays like he's from another era. Unlike most modern football superstars, Pedri didn't grow up in a giant city or an elite academy. He was born in Tegeste, a small town in Tenerife, Canary Islands, a place known more for its beautiful beaches than footballing icons. His family wasn't rich. His grandfather was the president of a small club, UD Tegeste, where Pedri's love for football began. But unlike many young players who dream of fame, Pedri didn't care about money or records. His only obsession? Football. As a kid, he watched only old-school players, Xavi, Iniesta, Laudrup, Riquelme. He studied how they moved, how they thought 2 steps ahead. By the time he was 10, he wasn't just playing the game. He was understanding it at a level far beyond his years. But despite his talent, no big clubs noticed him. Even Real Madrid rejected him after a week-long trial in 2018. Their excuse? He's too weak. That rejection turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to him. In 2019, Las Palmas, a second-division club, took a chance on him. Their coach, Pepe Mel, saw something special and gave him his first team debut at just 16. Within months, Pedri became their best player, outplaying opponents twice his age. Barcelona, in the middle of a crisis after losing Xavi and Iniesta, saw a glimmer of hope. In September 2019, they signed him for just €5 million, an amount that now seems like a joke. But here's the crazy part. Barcelona didn't even plan to use him right away. They considered loaning him out. But then, something magical happened. Ronald Koeman, the coach at the time, gave him a chance in training, and within minutes, everyone could see it. This wasn't just another talented youngster. Pedri had something special. At just 17 years old, he was thrown straight into the first team. And within months, he wasn't just playing, he was dominating. Barcelona fans couldn't believe their eyes. This skinny teenager was playing with the composure of a veteran. The way he moved, the way he saw passes before anyone else. It was like watching Iniesta reborn. And it wasn't just Barcelona fans who noticed. Lionel Messi, the greatest player in the club's history, saw something rare in Pedri. The two instantly formed a connection. Messi once said, "Pedri understands football the way very few players do." That first season, Pedri played 52 games for Barcelona, a ridiculous number for an 18-year-old. But that was nothing compared to what came next. That summer, he played for Spain in Euro 2020 and was their best player. Then, instead of taking a break, he went straight to the Tokyo Olympics and led Spain to the final. By the time he returned, he had played over 70 games in one season, something that no teenager in history had ever done. But football isn't just about talent. It's about survival. And Pedri was about to learn that the hard way. No player can survive that kind of schedule without consequences. And in 2021, the inevitable happened: injuries. His body, overworked and exhausted, began breaking down. He missed most of the season, and when he returned, he wasn't the same. For the first time in his career, he doubted himself. Could he still play at the same level? Would his body ever let him? But here's what makes Pedri different. He didn't complain. He didn't rush his recovery. He studied the game. He learned how to play smarter, move better, avoid unnecessary physical battles. And when he finally returned in 2022, he was no longer just a talented teenager. He was Barcelona's most important player. But then came another heartbreak. Just as he was regaining form, injuries struck again, and with every setback, people started asking the painful question: Will Pedri's body ever allow him to reach his full potential? Despite the struggles, there's one thing no one can deny. Pedri's talent is generational. Even Xavi, his childhood idol and current coach, believes Pedri plays like him. The way he controls the tempo, the way he turns away from defenders, it's pure La Masia football. But unlike Xavi, Pedri has something extra, a natural dribbling ability that makes him unpredictable. That's why Barcelona is building their future around him. With Gavi alongside him and Lamine Yamal emerging, Pedri is expected to lead a new golden generation. But the big question remains, can his body handle it? Xavi himself has told Pedri, "You don't need to play every game. Take care of your body." But with Barcelona relying so much on him, it's not that simple. If Pedri can stay fit, there's no doubt he could become one of the greatest midfielders of his generation. If not, he risks becoming another what could have been story. In an era of footballers obsessed with stats, Pedri is a throwback to the past. He doesn't care about goals or assists. He doesn't rely on speed or strength. He relies on intelligence, vision, and elegance. That's why watching Pedri feels different. He's not playing the modern game. He's playing his game. A game of patience, control, and artistry. Will he be the next Xavi or Iniesta? Or will his body stop him from achieving true greatness? One thing is for sure, there is no one like Pedri. Football is changing, but players like Pedri remind us why we fell in love with the game. Now it's your turn. Do you think Pedri will fulfill his potential? Or will injuries hold him back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love football stories like this, subscribe to the channel. Until next time.